one with fucking dessert. You could just smell the sex in the room. Some of those pussies smelled so bad, but he loved it. A hot meal tonight, he'd smile. I'd leave and think, whatever happened to that nice Jewish boy I first met? What made this man snap? Pussy was Gene's heroin. I don't care if it smells, I don't care if it's bloody, I don't care if it has pimples on it, I don't care if there's things hanging off it, as long as it's wet and I can come. That was his mantra. Unlike Ace, Gene never jerked off. In fact, he told me that he never masturbated once in his whole life, that it was an absolute disgrace if you had to jerk off when there were women in the world. Early on, we were in the deep south, moaning about the absence of attractive women. We had made plans to have lunch together, and Ace, Paul, and I were going downstairs when Gene's door opened and he walked out with a 300-pound farm girl dressed in coveralls. You could smell her down the hall, she stank so badly from manure. But Gene was grinning from ear to ear like he had Marilyn Monroe on his arm. Gene was so consumed with getting pussy that he documented every one of his conquests on Polaroids. Then he'd carefully paste them into bound volumes, each dated. You opened it up and all you saw was snatch, snatch, snatch. Two chicks doing each other. Sometimes just the vagina. Sometimes just the ass. Sometimes the whole body, if the girl was a real babe. It wasn't just the band getting all the action. When Sean was our road manager, we were in a hotel in Detroit and he had left his door ajar. I walked by and peered in and he had at least 5 naked guys dancing and jumping up and down on his bed. Oh, God. I just kept going. I didn't even want to imagine what was going on in there. If we partied hard, the crew, especially when they were made up of the biker gang the Renegades, made us look like nothing. I went to their room at the Holiday Inn one night and I was shocked. Biker boys don't party like rock boys do. They were really hardcore, hooking the chicks up the ass with champagne bottles, shackling them to the bed with handcuffs. One big guy was jerking off on a girl's face. I saw a girl bleeding from the nose and I started screaming that we had to get a doctor. But one of the guys just shrugged and said that he had laid out a line of Bath, cleanser and had her snorted. What? You could kill her? I protested. She's bleeding from the nose, we could get arrested. I'll fucking throw her on the side of the road. What does it matter? He shrugged. Some of those guys were really crazy. But I loved them. But it was equally hard to believe how dirty and nasty these girls were. You'd go to any town in the country, meet a girl for a one-night and she'd do everything you always wanted to do in your life. I'd tie women up, blindfold them, put bananas in them. No big deal. One girl flipped me out because she told me she was going to get married that week, but she wanted to experience a rock star before she made the plunge. She brought a girlfriend along and we pulled her out of the chicken coop. I really want to sleep with you, she told me. I've been looking at your picture for the last couple of years and I think you're really cute and I just had this desire to sleep with you before I get married. She was much wilder than I thought she'd be. She just couldn't stop, every position. She wanted to get it all in so that she could hold on to that night forever. Anytime the shit hit the fan with her guy, she could always remember the time with me. I've met a lot of girls who were fulfilling dreams or fantasies with us, and I could understand that. It was exactly how I felt about Playboy Playmates. But when she left that night, I felt that even though she hadn't gotten married yet, I had somehow violated the sanctity of marriage and that what I did was wrong. The weirdest chicks were the ones who wanted to fuck me with my makeup on. Gene had no problem accommodating them, but then again, I wouldn't want to sleep with him unless he had his makeup on, either. But I never really wanted to do it. admit. I've met a lot of chicks who were wearing my makeup who wanted me to fuck them. One night I was with a beautiful 19-year-old girl who was in my makeup. Her mother had helped make her an outfit just like mine, with the spandex. She even had her hair fixed like mine. She said, "I've always fantasized about you. You could put your makeup on, and we'd be two cats doing it." I said, no, you leave it on and I'll take care of everything." I laid her on the bed and my face was staring back at me, except she was naked. Beautiful body. She'd even had my cufflinks on, and the leather gloves that I wore. I was looking at her and I got weirded out, so I asked her to turn over. "Oh, you want to do it from the back?" she asked. She got on all fours and I banged her from the rear, and I was looking at the mirror watching me fuck myself. How sick was that? I came and pulled out and I told her that I had a headache. So she got dressed and I threw her out. You have to understand what an unreal world we were living in. There were no boundaries anywhere, especially after we started to make it big. No one ever said no. It was more like, "Here. How much you want? How much you need? Need women? We'll have 6 come over tonight, no problem. Whatever you want. You want a beautiful Ferrari? We'll have it parked in front of the hotel tomorrow." It was too much for me, I'll be the first to admit it. Too intoxicating. In time I realized that I was a commodity, making millions of dollars for other people, so it was important to keep me happy and give me everything I wanted.